Shout out to all of you who are still here. We got a bit of a geopolitical / moving to America video in Europe. So you'll know how this is going to go, right? It's going to come... The roasting is not going to come from me so much as it will come from the Europeans themselves. So, yeah, without any ado, this video is called Asking Brits If They Move to America. This is by Politics Joe. This is one of those European on-the-street flogging videos where they're just asking Europeans, particularly Brits, on, hey, what do you think about America? And a lot of it is American-based, I've noticed. They had another one where they'll say, will you go to the FIFA World Cup in 2028 in America? Will you do this in America? Will you do that in America? I think, let's see what they got.
We are moving.
All right, yeah, well, we got the Bernie Sanders interview, so this is, all right, so, yeah, so this is pretty to the left. Anyway, so, yeah, there's going to...
Sod the Yanks.
No, because I am transgender.
Culture, whether it's tipping, guns, the thoughts on abortion, nah.
Actually seems a bit more relaxed over there and open, doesn't it?
No, never.
I don't think that it's a climate that any young female in particular would want to grow up in.
In 2025,
All right, here we go.
would you move to America?
No chance. I just think the climate is just really quite toxic at the moment. What's happening?
All right, toxic is probably one of the most overused words that I've heard. Yeah, so what is really toxic? What is toxic?
With like immigration and ICE, but also just like women's rights. It's just scary. My grandfather lives in the States. He actually was like, oh, potentially voting for Trump. Just the dichotomy of how it works and how citizens are interacting with the government and lack thereof is just really scary.
No, because I am transgender.
Oh my. Then why are you not in Cybertron? I'm just kidding. I kid.
Same reason, definitely not.
Would I? Yeah, I think I would, yeah. I think the lifestyle out there, you know, it seems okay, you know.
Same.
Boomer! You're a boomer! This guy's a boomer. Of course you'd say yes. He's a boomer. See? It's not all just a bunch of Europeans saying, oh, I'm too posh for America. America is too dredge. Oh. Yeah, so you got some boomers who are down to still come to the USA.
Miles. Yeah, different lifestyle. Actually seems a bit more relaxed over there and open, doesn't it?
I like the pancakes.
Yeah.
That says a lot. Considering what we've been through, that says a lot.
As long as it's not to do with Trump, yeah.
No.
Okay, and even the boomers hate Trump. So the boomers, even there, can't really stand Trump. So, and as they say in Europe, the conservatives over there are basically the Democrats in America. So,
Never. No. It's just scary. You don't have, like, free speech.
I agree. I won't move there. It's not.
and that is coming from Europeans who they don't have a First Amendment. Let's just say that.
Nice to look at. You'd step over there and you already lose like 10 of the rights.
By the way, these chicks, would I take these chicks back Applebee's? Definitely Applebee's 2 for $20. Definitely Cheesecake Factory, because definitely would I dare say Benihana? Would I dare say Benihana? I'll let you all be the judge.
So you have here.
Oh no interest in moving there. It's a complete hole. No, I'm alright. I'm content here. No, I would never move to America. There's nothing about America that I think I would prefer over here. Like literally nothing.
Absolutely not, to be honest. I can't stand them. I feel really sorry for you. Sod the Yanks.
No, I don't think it's a very safe
She can get Applebee's.
place to be right now. There's a lot going on politically, and I feel like as a woman, I wouldn't feel that safe.
I don't think current climate comes into it for me, but it would be a no, just simply time zones, and it's just very far away from my family, friends, and things like that.
Maybe like if it was like New York, I don't think I'd want to move anywhere like Texas. Anywhere.
Oh, she's cooking Texas. She's cooking Texas. Texas.
Super scary like that.
Not at the moment. I'm not particularly interested in going to the US at all at the moment, so maybe not. I just the political environment at the moment.
Yeah.
The obvious things.
He fit right in America with the stain. And, like, he has a stain under here. Yeah. He'd fit right in America, though. So, I mean, if he wouldn't say anything, then nobody would confuse him for being the Brit. Trust me.
Just doesn't seem a very friendly place.
No way. People getting killed and stuff like that. Nah, no way.
Yeah, killed for being gingers, man. I feel you. There's that white on ginger crime. I do not condone it by any means. We've always called that out on this channel. Gingers are getting real targeted, especially with the half ginger in chief who's in office right now.
I stay away from America for now. Absolutely, no way. Our age group. So it's a place I'd like to visit in the future, but I think at the moment the tensions are just too high with everything going on.
Jokes aside, he's actually making a good point.
I'd stay out of it personally.
No, I think I'll just stay out of it.
Yeah.
Stay here.
Maybe not. They need to wake up a bit, don't they? It's a bit mad out there.
No, it's just dead to me. Horrible.
No, I mean, you just can't say yes to that anymore.
Oh yeah, we got a gooner. We got a gooner.
Well, definitely, like, glitz and glam. It looks great, but they got so many issues there, man, that I just couldn't do it in good faith. Not anymore. Oh yeah, I mean, I think they've got the edge. Of course, we're not without our issues, and 100% there's 101 things wrong here as well. But America just seems to do it bigger and better, and that's the same with the issues they've got as well. So yeah, 100% staying this side of the pond.
No, I don't know. It's too. I feel like the rule. I'd probably get. I don't know, I'd be kicked out. But I wouldn't go with the rules. I wouldn't last a minute over there, I don't think. It's definitely stricter over there than it is over here. 1,000%.
That says a lot. That says a lot, especially when you're in a city or even a country that is basically on closed caption television. And you feel as if you have more freedom there than you have or you would have in the States. That says a lot.
If I was to go anywhere in America, it'd be maybe like Canada.
If I was to go anywhere in America, it'd be Canada. Good response. I'm not sure he meant that intentionally or he misspoke, but hey, good response either way.
Probably New York. Love to live there, but obviously
too busy for me.
Obviously the gun crime over there as well. It's legal and that kind of puts you off. But yeah, I'd say New York. I'd love to live there.
Nah. I don't like the culture. Whether it's tipping, guns, the thoughts on abortion. Nah.
And the last dude who looked Middle Eastern, or maybe South Indian, if he's Middle Eastern, if he was Muslim, he'd actually would get an upgrade from coming to the States. But he still doesn't want to come.
I think guns here would be madness. It's already bad enough with knife crime. If you bring guns into this equation, not a good mix.
I think there's at least one shooting every single day in the States, and that idea of freedom and those
Cheesecake Factory, definitely Cheesecake Factory.
Historical ideas of freedom, the ideas of what a gun meant back when the Constitution was written. The Constitution isn't reflective of the society we live in today, and I think that's quite scary. In the UK, we don't have guns. We're not hearing people talk about the right to hold a knife, but you would say that would be the equivalent in the UK. So where is that parallel?
Gun violence, not with it. Say the wrong thing, you get shot. I'm a mouthy piece, so if I say anything wrong, I'll get gunned down and not for that. It's just the same as it's always been. It's no different. It's just it's in the news. That's all it is. It's the only difference. It's being put out to people widely, but it's still the same as it always has been.
The gun. I think everyone would say that, but well, yeah. Even then, rights and stuff are a bit more touch and go there. The gun law is just ridiculous. That's absolutely fucking stupid. How there's guns are just allowed to be normalised. I just don't get how you can buy a gun in a shop. No, I would never. No, I think it's crazy.
Also, they got guns. I'm not a massive fan of guns.
They're very Republican, and I would rather not. And they have guns, and they're all just, a bit cringe in that way.
It's just Trump, obviously, their complete lax gun controls. I mean, I think it's obviously the stuff that we get served in the media.
What Trump is doing, and I think especially in the political climate at the moment, thinking back to our not so recent history, that's the word, the parallels are really quite scary in just what Trump is doing. I don't think that it's a climate that any young female in particular would want to grow up in.
If I don't like someone who's ruling the country, why should I even go there?
Well, I think a lot of people are moving out of America. I mean, there's a lot of bad things going on with Trump. It's a lot of nonsense going around. right now. And I feel sad about that. It's very embarrassing. I'm not for it at all. And when I travel, I feel like people are frowning upon me. Even though I didn't vote for him, I didn't vote for Trump, I'm against all of that. So yeah, it's a bit alarming at the moment. But I don't blame people for not wanting to live there or move away right now. I would move away, but I can't right now at the moment. I'm working. I don't like the idea of a dictatorship, and I don't want to be a part of that. And I think that might come into play later on, and people don't want to be a part of that either.
We are.
All right, shout out to the guy. Shout out to the American who spoke his experience. Honestly, I'm not gonna say it's true, but his experience, which is a legitimate experience, and I can definitely empathize with him because when I was in Europe, specifically when I was living in Germany and traveled throughout Europe, a lot of the sentiment, and this was before Trump came back into office, was pretty much similar to what he shared about looking down on Americans or not people not wanting to come to America. Not that I was hurt by that alone, but what I was really just thrown off by was just, I was told, oh, they're going to look up to you because you're an American man, and they're going to love us, and they're going to love brothers, and they're going to love Americans, and all this. Not so fast. Not that they hate us, but you can tell the disappointment that a lot of Europeans have, especially throughout the decades. And this is why I say, if you wanted to travel 20 years ago, well, 25 years ago, really, because the war in Iraq didn't do us any favors. But 25 years ago, maybe even during Obama's administration, would have been a good time. But yeah, after this,
definitely worse culturally and governmentally. We are definitely getting as bad as them.
Yeah, well, America has definitely taken the first steps. Britain is slowly sliding down.
Yeah, I like Americans. They're good tippers, and I work in a bar, so on the whole, Americans have been quite nice to me, but only the ones that come to this country.
I can tolerate them. Some are nice.
I like.
Usually the ones who travel are the higher brow Americans, so that makes a lot of sense on what that what she said, or he, anyway.
The country, I kind of like the culture.
Yeah.
Everyone's talkative, everyone's interested to speak to you.
We had an American person come into where we work at the weekend, and they were so loud. And you hear about it, and you're like, they're not all loud. He was really loud. He was so nice. He was really nice. So loud. Very grating.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the accent. It gets on my nerves.
Oh!
They're just very, single-minded, I guess.
In terms of, landscape, they've got nice national parks, Yosemite, very nice.
The food looks alright, but if I ate too much of it, I think I'd become fat, so I don't know what's in it. So yeah.
When you talk to Americans, when you're over there, they love our pubs and what we've got over here, so there's that, we like what they've got. We've not quite got everything they've got, and likewise with them, they love our history, don't they? And
I mean, you can see the way the coffee culture's taking off now. Some of the pastries here now, they're awesome, aren't they? The culture is changing, I think, and for the better.
Don't think it would be safe and conducive to a healthy lifestyle. And apparently they have no holidays, so
that is absolutely true. Compared to Europe, hell, compared to Asia, we have no holidays. Absolutely true.
Awful.
So yeah, shout out to all the Europeans who spoke their opinion on this, honestly. And yeah, this is pretty much the standard opinion of a lot of Europeans. I know this is Britain, but if you go into Europe and if you ask people in French or in German, Spanish, Portuguese, and even in the Eastern Bloc, former Eastern Bloc nations, the Slavic nations, I would assume, and I would bet money that they would have similar opinions. We in America have, I'm just going to say this, we're not in the best shape right now. And it's only our fault. And I would say this is due to at least 20 years, 25 now, 23. Because I'll be honest, the fall of America, at least in its current role, started really in 2002. The reason why I say 2002 is because, among other things, that is when we had these wars. That's when we implemented these domestic policies that reduced freedom. And I'm not going to speak too much on the gun rights thing because I have my own personal opinions about that. But quite frankly, the psyche of people in America just became, it just went from meh to shit. And I hate to say it like that, but that's honestly the truth. That's what I've seen as an American. I'm not going to say that people were jolly and nice in the 90s, at least where I was. I mean, I'm from DC, so yeah, of course, that's the place where some president famously said, if you want a best friend in DC, get a pet. So obviously, the attitudes I dealt with haven't changed that much. But throughout the rest of America, from what I've seen on television, I mean, a lot of people were way nicer back then. Way nicer than they were, or they've been since the 2000s, in my opinion. But yeah, shout out to these individuals. Shout out to our fellow Brits. I know they're cooking Trump right now with his visit over to King Charles and doing the curtsy and all that kind of stuff. And Melania looking heavy at Prince William, even though he has barely any hair. So, well, he's going to be a future king, so let me not cook him. But yeah, Britain, for all those who want to know my opinion about Britain, to be honest, it's an upgrade from the States. Everyone else out there, always bet on X.